as gin, but it's full of sugar and sloe berries.
Yeah.
So, in this case, the sloe gin is not replacing gin. The sloe gin is replacing sweet vermouth in this simple Negroni riff. Now, Robbie Nelson says, I love Negronis, but sometimes in the summer, I want something a little brighter with more acid. And then he went to Woodstock. With that in mind, I swapped out the herbal and vanilla notes of sweet vermouth and used sloe gin instead. The sloe gin has just enough sweetness to balance the gin and Campari, but it also, has bright red berry notes and a surprising amount of acid. And then he also flamed an orange twist, and so we will be flaming an orange twist for you tonight here on Gentlemen of Elegant Leisure.
Yikes.
Yes. And so Dave's insurance is all paid up, as far as we know.
Fire alarms have been tested.
Actually, he's in a townhouse complex, so he probably doesn't have fire insurance because they don't give you fire insurance in townhouse complex.
I think he does.
Well, we'll see.
We'll find out when I make my claim.
That's right. So this is really the same thing. Although he's dickied with the amounts too. He's got 1.5 ounces of London Dry Gin. He's only got 3/4 of an ounce of Campari. And he's only got 3/4 of an ounce of sloe gin. And so we will do what he did.
Sure.
And then we're going to flame an orange twist over it. And what this does is it makes the oil of the orange peel shoot through, thank you very much, shoot through a flame, and it goes whoosh. So you get flamed oil on your drink.
Wow.
And it's a nice effect if you want to show off. It ain't cocktail. No one's going to flip anything over their head. I'm just going to have a drink of this unusual Negroni since it's in front of me. It's a good drink. Little Robbie Nelson has his big shoes to fill from this one here.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll get my sous chef, Fred,
Sure.
to cut me
Sure will.
3 of those.
Oh,
of
little dime-sized...
oval
like
shape.
these? Oh.
Yeah, probably about that big, actually.
Okay.
That'd be great. And then when you're going to go flame it, this is a technique that I'm describing, you're going to hold it at the sides, the narrow sides of the oval, and you will squeeze it in your hand, and that motion causes the oil to come out. And I think you should probably do it through a match, but we're going to do it through a lighter because...
How's that looking?
That looks great. Look at that. See that? But you're going to hold it like this, and then you're going to squeeze it so that it goes out that way. And you could go a little thinner than that, but I like having a little bit of skookumness to hang on to. Skookum being a trading word from the, who was it? The Coast Salish people with the traders here on the West Coast had a language called, what the hell, Chinook?
Chinook, yes.
I think it's called Chinook.
It was a mixture of several languages.
Yeah, English, French, whatever the Salish were speaking, and yeah, Skookum means big.
Huh.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
Like Skookum foot.
Yeah, the Sasquatch should have been called Skookum foot.
Weird.
There's a big body of water there, or where the rapids go, right?
Right.
Skookumchuck Narrows.
Skookumchuck Narrows.
And I think it means big water, or angry water, or big angry water. I don't know, I never traded properly. But I do have a book on the Chinook jargon.
Do you?
And I'm hoping to learn it, and eventually converse solely in the 18th century trading language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's good to have dreams.
Yeah. And then I'm going to
a job.
start speaking. Yeah, probably better to have a job, and then dreams.
Okay.
And then I'm going to learn to speak Esperanto,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm going to try to move that into the whole Chinook trading jargon.
I think Esperanto is going to catch on eventually.
There's no reason that it shouldn't.
No, it's a universal language.
It's a universal language.
Everybody could speak if they so chose.
I had a high school teacher who spoke it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I never conversed with him because I didn't know it. But...
I also have a book on how to speak Esperanto.
Oh, wasn't good. Okay.
I buy a lot of bad books.
Yeah, but you buy them cheaply though, right?
Oh,
yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough about me.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Oh no, we're going to actually do the Sloe-Groni. Yeah, I don't like that name. I like the
Sloe-Groni.
unusual Negroni, the Sloe-Groni.
Yeah. I don't know.
And we're going to do them in these glasses. It says to strain into a chilled coupe and then garnish with the flamed orange twist.
But we're not using coupes. We're using.
these little fancy ass glasses here with a little
Cordial?
cordial, kind of a cordial, kind of a, I don't know.
Ish. Little bit. I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
So what you do is you add all of the ingredients to a mixing glass with ice, then you stir it to chill, and then you strain it into a chilled coupe. So we're going to put in
Those three ingredients, right?
those 3 ingredients: Campari, London Dry Gin, and Sloe Gin. And I want to thank you all for coming here this evening. So 1.5 ounces of London Dry Gin. All of the ingredients will be on our website, drunkpodcast.ca.
Right.
Which is probably easier to give out, because drunkpodcast.ca connects us right. Did you renew it?
I got it for 2 years.
Oh, well, fantastic.
I was optimistic. It was $5 cheaper, so I thought.
Oh yeah, well you gotta go big or go home.
Yeah, it's like making money.
Let's just use all of this ice.
So you don't pour it over ice on this?
Not in this one. It gets strained in. So we're just gonna try to chill the hell out of it with all of this extra ice.
Okay.
Yeah. So go to drunkpodcast.ca and you'll be immediately redirected to thegentlemanofelegantlegion.com, where you'll be able to get all of these recipes to try them for yourself at home. But it's basically you take a spirit, liqueur,
And the
something else.
Amaro, right?
The sun will come out. I guess it's an Amaro.
Yeah.
It's an Amaro, a vermouth, and a gin. So it's you're going to need a vermouth of some sort. You're going to need a fortified wine,
Yeah.
an Italian Amaro, and a spirit. Walk into a bar.
Well, I like the sound it makes.
Yeah, that's a fresh bottle right there.
Yeah.
It makes that little giggling, gurgling noise that we all love so much. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. Oh, I see.
So
That's a classic
red.
red. That's the.
Yeah.
And they haven't even added the slow gin. Oh, this is going to be great.
Now, what would happen if you added turmeric to this drink?
Oh, a lot of people have turned this off immediately.
Poor turmeric. Gets such a bad rap, but it's so good for you.
It's good for you?
Oh,
Of course, yeah.
I had no idea. I mean, that makes sense because it's so horrible tasting.
Yeah.
yes, and it has to be good for you.
There's all kinds of antioxidants in it.
So let's just stir this for a good chunk of time here. Dave has the clock that ticks every 2 seconds, but has no second hand.
Yes.
Second hand rose, I'm wearing second hand clothes. Right?
Yeah.
No, second hand clothes, I'm wearing second hand clothes. That's why they call me second hand rose.
Nice.
Sure.
You know the rest of it?
Even the piano in the parlor.
So, yes.
Father bought for 10 cents on the dollar.
So that is something to keep people entertained while you're stirring the bejesus out of that. That's great.
Yes, well, we want it to be so chilled that we don't know what to do with ourselves.
Oh, yikes.
What are you going to do with yourself?
I was thinking about, I don't know, heading up country.
Oh, canned heat.
Yeah. Going up country and down the road. The late Al Wilson, thank you. His spirit is with us.
I don't know. Is that how he sounded?
Yeah, yeah.
Going up the country. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, very falsetto voice.
I guess you're right.
Going up the country. Da, da, da. Wah, wah. All right. Yeah, these are, he's transitioned into the Beach Boys. Or Jen and Dean. What are we doing? Wow, Little GTO. Who did Little GTO? Was it the Beach Boys? Okay. Yeah, that's Jen and Dean. It's a bit.
Don't we?
No.
Oh,
See that?
wow.
Isn't that fantastic?
See that?
Oh my gosh, look at that! What are the odds of getting that shot?
Wow. Wonderful.
One with me.
Mickey Mouse is coming.
Go to our
Mickey.
go to our Instagram account.
Oh,
Oh, that was a
that
dud.
was a dud.
Do you need another one?
Maybe. Oh,
Oh man.
that first one was so good. Oh, we'll pretend that all of them did that.
Did they just collapse?
I don't know. They maybe, you know what? I think that one maybe had extra pith, and so there was more to hang on to.
There you go. Try that one.
All right. Well, it kind of did it, but not like that first one. Holy cow, that first one was...
That was a little, it's got some substance there. You can really get that one to it.
No, that first one, for whatever reason, that had all the oil of the world in it.
Here we go.
For you,
Well, thank you very much, sir.
you're welcome. You want the super flamed one, Dave?
Sure.
I'm gonna have a sip of yours.
You have the super flamed one. I'll take the not so super flamed.
That was